All right, so is it my turn or are we what?
Okay, so we haven't started yet because it's
Okay.
like I wasn't gonna start the combat without you, or until we determined that we could not continue with you. So here's what happens. Okay, so Heidi, you are fucking around the tank, and you want to see what this AI is it voice command? So you say continue the mission, and in that moment, the lid will shut. The tanks will you will hear like whirring inside of the tanks. It would seem that there is some kind of like balance mechanism going off inside the armor of the tank that starts whirring and spinning, and heavy objects kind of like forcing the tank to fall down on its side. So the rest of you see, and it turns down, and the cannon starts spinning, right? Like turning, but it's jagged, right? Like whoever or whatever is steering the tank is malfunctioning, so it's jittery and it's not really locking onto anything, and it starts to move back and forth, right? And Heidi, what you're hearing this whole time is the AI is assessing system damage, testing systems, assessing routing commands systems, and then all of a sudden the tank falls still, and everything powers down for a second, and the lights are off. You can't see anything. Everything is and all of like the military units outside have like their guns trained on the tank, and like everyone's like, oh my god, there's all this, like there's no captions, there's just voices, right? There's no specific words, just a whole bunch of like angry military units outside, and then all of a sudden the lights will power up inside the cockpit again, right? Systems rerouted, damage contained, continuing mission, and it will gun the gas, and it'll start driving right for the Supreme Court steps. Like, it's just gunning it. But before it can get there, all right, I do believe that our explosives expert is rocking
Going
a
super first.
47 initiative.
Super first. There's
So
What weapon did you draw to trigger that initiative roll?
he gets 2 whole turns.
um, the grenade.
A grenade or the pill gun?
No, the grenade. I've
Okay.
got a plan.
Okay.
Oh god.
I've got a plan. All right, so
Yikes.
in this moment, things like nope. In this moment of complete drunken clarity, I will be like, all right, I know this one. I watched the British guy do this. I can do this. So what I'll do is I'll run straight at the tank, and I will, in one movement, I will shove the grenade, whatever it is, into the turret of the tank, slide under the tank, and shove another one into the tread and slide out the other side.
I need to pause. I need to pause here because before you were done with that action declaration, right? Assassin Echo said botches for Kajir. I need to make certain that is not actually. Does Assassin Echo have unnatural dice tokens? No. Okay, so there was no. Were there botches lined up?
No, there's not.
Okay.
Not
okay.
that I see on the
I need to make
sheet,
sure
no.
nobody's that wasn't somebody declaring they were spending a token, and they weren't. All right. So you want to slide underneath the tank and do what again?
I want to slide one grenade into the tread to stop it from moving after I've got one in the turret.
All right. So that's 2 targets, right? So roll me an agility attack with disadvantage 2.
I don't take I get 2 bonus, or I don't take disadvantage 2 for multiple targets because of my feet.
Oh, you can actually just straight up hit multiple targets with attacks?
Yes.
Sweet. All right. Roll me agility, son. I'm gonna call this a challenge rating 20.
Busted up, tank.
I don't get a bonus for the retarded initiative score.
No.
You just get super first. Super first. You go first, way ahead of everybody else.
Oh,
There you
nice.
go.
All right.
The
So-
Zen has come upon me.
Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. I'm going to because you have succeeded. I will delay the tank, and it will lose momentum, so it will not do as much damage if it reaches. Right?
There's one in the turret as well.
Yes.
So it's
So
clogged
you
again.
have lobbed a grenade in the turret, right? And you have
Yes.
thrown a grenade into the treads. Now your goal here is: are you trying to like detonate those grenades?
Yes.
Okay, so you slide underneath the tank, right? You just go running right for the tank. All right, and you slide underneath it like fucking, and you toss this grenade like it's a football, just boom, and you can hear that like boom, as it like shoots down the tube, right?
Right.
And like gets stuck, right? And you've pulled the pin. That puppy's gonna blow, right?
Right.
And you're sliding underneath like you're playing a fucking game of baseball, right? And you chuck another grenade into the treads as you're like it's just and the tank is going this way and you're going that way and you're like and you come out like knees first, like a in Pluto Grunt. You're actually looking at this going, man, I think I might understand why he was in the party now, right?
Like, wait a minute, what the hold on, can I have my phone out recording this shit?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
what the fuck?
What the fuck? All right, so you come out, right?
Fucking cool!
So you come out like like you come
I'm
out
filming
with like
vertically because I'm an asshole.
right.
Not horizontal, it's vertical.
So there you are, right, Sharon? You come sliding out, like power sliding underneath this underneath this tank, right? As you sit up with handfuls of grenades, right? You look up and there's Grunt.
I fucking strike a pose for Grunt.
Like,
I'm gonna use my action this turn is just wasted on the video, man, and like sending it out to people and being like, okay, I see why he's at the party now. Check this shit out.
right.
Upload to YouTube. Go.
All right, so you come like, now these grenades are gonna blow, okay? So what I need you to do, Heidi, as you are in the tank being grenaded, okay?
I knew what I was doing.
You did.
I feel no regret.
You did, for the record, Kajeri, you did 4 damage.
Okay.
Okay? Because the damage you deal is actually the amount by which you surpass the target number for the attack. Alright?
Okay.
So, Heidi, I need you to give me some kind of roll that you feel is appropriate for not getting, like, rocked back and forth and thrown around this cockpit.
I'm gonna say that might, but because I know that I'm in a combat situation now, that my might attack roll would suffice for that. Okay. What am I looking for?
It'll be enough. I just needed to, like, you just needed to be, like, braced enough.
To brace,
so
yeah.
you didn't, like,
Okay.
hit your head on something inside the tank, because everything Chris does must, like, make everything worse, even when he succeeds. It's a rule.
I know. I know.
So...
She plays in Judas Steer with me. She understands.
Intimately familiar with this.
So this tank, okay, is like fucking hauling ass. Where is my... I added a turn for this. And I went on a...
For the Hitler doll?
Yeah, the little Hitler doll got a... Okay, so, there we go. So, Chris, that, like, the grenades are gonna blow, but they're not gonna blow just yet. Okay?
Okay.
As you finish, right? So you power slide, and then you sit up, and as, like, you look up, like this, with your arms out, right? And then, boom! The fire and the shrapnel behind you, like, in this glorious explosion. You don't even look at it.
I just want you to know, the moment I hear those explosions go off,
Put sunglasses on.
All right. So
I nod at the camera.
So Giles, the tank is continuing to rocket forward. It's off course. It's veering. It's like, you know, lumping on one of its tracks is limping. Like, what are you gonna do?
Would we have would I have noticed that Heidi got in the tank? Like, because obviously I was rifling through these bodies, and that's kind of like.
Oh, I don't see any reason for you not to know. So go nuts.
You see, the gentleman for the ladies thing would kind of lean towards trying to help her out of this situation.
I'm just trying to bang her.
Please help me.
Literally with grenades.
Can I catch up to this tank as it starts making a beeline? Like, is that...
Okay, so I will allow you to do that as, like, to like, catch up to the tank, right? But this tank is literally gunning it, and these things, like, this thing, first off, tanks are fucking fast. A lot faster than people give them credit for, and this is not a normal tank. This is there has been 4 decades of research gone into this new model of war machine type of tank. So this is not an easy task, but I will allow Captain America James Bond Punisher to run up to this tank as a beastly man beast with a challenge rating 10 roll of might or agility.
That's not terrible.
No, that's actually that's double that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say that, okay, so not only do you manage to fucking haul ass, I'm not gonna charge you. That's actually gonna be just your move action. All right, so you still have a standard action that you can spend. What would you like to spend your standard action on?
I want to get the hatch open on the top.
All right. So you're gonna have to climb on top of this and rip up the tank and try and like get. So that's gonna be another might check, including both the climbing and the yanking on the hatch at the top of the tank. That's a 9. Plus an 8 is a 17. Right. So here's what we're gonna do. Right. You don't get what you want without a twist. All right, because when you fail the roll, and I was thinking TN20 because this is a sealed air conditioned, like, you know, there's you know, environmental controls and stuff inside this
Sealed
tank.
air conditioning.
Yeah, sealed air conditioned, not too cold, definitely not freezing, right? There will be no freezing to death in this tank, is the idea here. So like you run your hauling ass, right? You just fucking take off with the most British non-expression, right? Just like you understand the tank is taking off, you know that Heidi is in it, and you like your hands are straight like this. You're like running. Right, and you're just like
as you do,
focused, just like laser focused, without expression, right?
Yep.
And so you
like that Terminator.
Yeah, it's like you kick up, like as you're running up the tank, like you kick off the fucking tread to like jump up onto the tank, and you catch. But as you're grabbing and starting to climb up, right? This is where the tank, which is like limping on one side and veering and has, you know, it's had to compensate with its own systems internally. It's not quite functional, right? So every now and then there's a little jerk or a swing, and like as you jump up, the barrel of the tank, like at the top, like swings around and catches you like right in the gut, right, and just whoomp, right, as it's spinning around. So you're like swinging around and like dangling. And like at like high speeds rocketing towards the building. You're not on top of the tank, so you can't get the hatch open. Right, but you're there. You're getting there. All right. And that's gonna move.
You want me to take some damage for that as well, like, because that's gonna be a hefty whack, right?
I'm gonna say no because it wasn't the tank's turn, and I was just giving you a twist. So I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I feel like it's more knock the, you know, an oof, and then you're fine.
Yeah, like
because you're used to that. Yeah.
So.
What are you trying to say, Grun?
Oh my.
Oh no, I was just saying. You know, you're a military dude. Used to pain, right?
Pain! I mean, so,
This is taking a very different turn suddenly.
No, just because you're thinking about pain sex
only to you, sir.
Only, you're the only one here thinking, ooh,
you keep calling him the Punisher!
No, that is not what the Punisher
Like
is
the
about.
comic book
No.
character.
Batman is the one running around in a game suit, not the Punisher. The Punisher just shoots people, alright? Like, that is
really
not sexy times.
He really just runs around and shoots people in the face with a shotgun.
Like, that's...
For being bad.
Like, it is not... Like, the Punisher's not the one who is, like, I don't know, attempting to catch, bind, and control a woman in a latex suit.
Yeah, no, he judge, jury, and executioner all in one character.
For no discernible reason. Right, like...
Wink always comes first. I like that quote. There's multiple meanings behind
so
that
many
sentence.
layers. There's so many layers.
All right, so there you are. Like, you're swinging and your feet are like kicking around and you're trying to grab all the tank. And this tank, all right, if this tank succeeds on its action, it will drive with both Heidi and Giles into just boom the front walls of the Supreme Court, right? If it succeeds on this, either way, it is also going to be shooting, but there is a grenade in the tube.
A grenade.
A grenade in the tube.
Oh, I put a grenade in its tube, if you know what I mean.
Oh my god.
So, Slash roll 1d20 double hype mark plus 2d6. It's a fucking tank. I'm gonna say it probably has the highest might score you can have, or at least the highest might score that there are attribute dice for. Oh, that's not looking good for you guys. So at this point, right, I am going to say.
Can I just say, in the interest of fairness, you have a crit lined up.
I do. No, that is correct. That is correct. So,
does it crit itself?
It does not crit itself. No. So Zangmak, what we're going to do is we're going to say, on a critical hit, it is going to get the effect of like the super damage rule, where when a 1d20 explodes on an attack roll, the second d20 is taken as like really resistant damage that heals more slowly. Oh! Oh God! 32 damage.
So no, I can take that, but how, like, because I have armor on this as well. Like, how does that factor in?
Pretty certain armor decreases damage, doesn't it? Let's go on adventure. There's a bot.
Because I have like a toughness of 15 and also like evasion of 18, so I'm pretty sure that should factor in.
Yes.
Oh, it would, but you've got it. You got crit.
The evasion of 18 will be subtracted from the damage total, but that 25 is part of the damage total. So like drawing weapons. Let's look up just to make certain. Damage. Blah 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 blah. Determine
Huge
targets.
crit.
Blah, blah,
Crazy
blah, blah.
crit.
Roll
Next time, I'm not going to be like, "Oh hi, Squeegee, you've got a crit!" Aha!
No, it's fair. You got to play fair, and karma rewards you in the end for that. It does.
Right? I know.
No,
You will
doesn't.
also, because
It
I did not exceed your. No, I did because the crit. You will also take a bane. In addition to this, all right. So, determine roll your attack, evoke a boon, blah 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 blah. Determine power level and challenge rating. Roll to invoke. Move actions. Where is armor explained? I knew these rules 10 minutes ago.
But then you got to double check them to make sure, because
Yeah,
you don't
'cause-
know them by heart, even
Yeah,
though
yeah.
you've been reading the 5th edition manual for
Calculate
forever.
All right. Attack roll minus defense. Let's see if the 4 rules talk about what armor does. Blah, there are the weapons. Armor. Defense bonus. What armor do you have on? What stat block did you use?
I have the scale mail equivalent. So required fortitude for heavy defense bonus 6, flak, and I'm calling it flak armor.
All right, it's 6. So we're gonna subtract 6 more. So it's gonna be a total of you're gonna take 45 plus 12 total. Plus 12
That's so
minus
ridiculous.
18 minus 6.
45.
All right. Do you have any other damage reducing abilities that I need to know about?
That's a good question. So not that, and that's extra hit points. No, so basically, one of my abilities is the extra armor. So yeah.
Okay. Is that everything?
So the toughness is the TN that you have to hit.
Yep. I subtract
and
that. I subtract the armor. Yeah.
It's toughness or evasion. Toughness targets anything that would like hit you bodily, and evasion is anything you have to dodge. It's basically reflex and fortitude saves.
Okay. So what is your toughness, Zangmak?
15.
But that's just the TN you would have to
But
hit.
that's your target number to hit, but you crit that, so that's irrelevant.
No, it is relevant because no matter like the amount of damage done is the number by which I exceed my TN to hit.
Oh, that's right.
So I do a total of 45 plus 12 damage, and we're subtracting your 15 toughness. We're also subtracting 6 for your armor. Did you say you had any additional armor to that?
Well, I have like 18 total evasion, so my armor is plus 6, and then I have plus 2 on top of that. So factored into that total 18 number is a plus 6 and a plus 2. So yeah,
right.
8 effective armor.
We're using toughness, which is your 15, not your evasion.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
So
Yep.
I have 8 armor effectively.
All right. So you will take 34 damage, right? Of which of which 12, I'm sorry, of which 32, of which 32 of which is like vicious damage that will heal much more slowly. Okay. Serape.
How much of 32 of which?
32 of it. Yeah.
And 35 total.
Yep.
Oh man.
And
I'm still breathing. I'm okay, but
right.
Oh my god.
And Serape, you were also a target of that attack.
Yep.
Okay, so my total roll is going to be, it's 45 plus 12 minus, what is your toughness?
She's a college student, so like 22.
Now, I'm inside the tank, which...
I will give you...
my toughness
I will give you
is
12 bonus armor for being inside the tank.
Because the person inside the tank is not supposed to die when the tank rolls through shit.
Right? Like, that's the whole point of the tank.
While the tank is exploding, though, so...
There's some explosions, but then again...
I regret
break the shell of the tank.
You know what, you're inside of a tank, I'll give you 20 armor. What's your toughness?
Or would she just get banged around
12.
a bit?
12, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any armor on?
No.
Alright. So, you will take 25 damage, of which 32 is...
That takes me down to -3.
Alright, let's see. Death. I knew these rules. I did. Let's find out how death works, because I blew up the hipster. Woo! I mean,
Woo! Technically, she kind of blew up herself. Continue the mission. 3 little words. Continue the mission.
As I said, I regret nothing.
I regret nothing.
If this is the same attack,
the suits are right here. You're gonna be fine. The suits are right here. They're gonna.
Reaching 0 hit points. When you
They
reach 0,
got
you fall unconscious.
resources.
Your hit points cannot be
She's
used
not
below
Humpty
0.
Dumpty. You can't put
While
her back
unconscious, shut up. While unconscious, you are helpless, and any attack made against you counts as a finishing blow. Any healing you receive to bring your hit points above 0 causes you to regain consciousness. When you suffer an attack while unconscious, incapacitated, or otherwise unable to defend yourself, you must make a fortitude roll with a challenge rating equal to half the damage dealt. If you fail this roll, you are dead. So, here's what happens, right? What do you want?
I also need a Bane as well, so you know.
Oh yeah, let's find out what the Banes are that we could drop in you. I had a couple of Banes written up here, but I don't think they are particularly appropriate to the situation. Let's see. There was blinded, knockdown, and forced move. Oh wait, knockdown. Knockdown is an instantaneous effect that knocks the target prone. Being prone gives tactical disadvantage to all attacks. Melee area attacks against prone characters gain tactical advantage while being prone. Okay, so we are going to inflict the knockdown Bane on you. Okay. Banes are this system's way of handling like different status effects, conditions, and other things like spells and attacks and things like that, right? So pretty much everything falls down to the Banes, and that's where all the crunch in the system happens. So, Zangmak, you will have to spend your move action to stand up.
Does this knock me off the tank?
Yes.
Like, am I prone off the... Okay.
Because what happens is the tank is gunning towards the Supreme Court steps as you go rocketing, like you're trying to like riding a rodeo as it's like whipping it around, and like it starts spinning, and you're holding on for dear life, and you finally get your legs around it, and you're like now you're kind of like shimmying up the thing, and you got to get onto this hatch. But then as you look up, that's when boom, the tank collides with the building, right, and it pulls the trigger on its cannon. And it explodes because there's a grenade lodged in the thing, or whatever the hell that it is. That's not actually a grenade, but it's enough, right? And it blows. Heidi, you see all of this going down, right? You see as Giles is like trying to get you out of the tank, right? And then you see the blockage, right, in the alerts, but because from what you can tell, the AI and the systems, it's had to reroute a whole bunch of shit to function at all, and the part of it that's supposed to say don't shoot, there's something in the turret, is one of the things that is not being used right now. So you can see like the ammo loading up, and you're like, oh fuck, stop, and you're like looking around. It's too late. The cannon-sized bullet fires in, blows, so this thing that you're hanging onto and you're shimmying down, Giles, is the thing that blows up. And you will be cast aside like so much, like, just so much garbage as you just like fucking hurling through the air, scorched faced and like burn. Your clothes are on fire. You're just fucking boom, and you sail through the air and you will hit the ground and just boom, boom, bounce and roll. And the tank drives through the front doors of the Supreme Court and just blows the fuck up. The whole building collapses and then is blown apart as like people are screaming and running, and there is chaos everywhere. And the helicopters and all the fucking military units are like, ah! As they've been like shooting at the tank, trying to get it to stop, right? And just everything just kind of, and they'll just stare in disbelief.
I look directly at the phone as the Supreme Court crumbles to the ground behind me. Thanks for the memories.
Get out.
Fucking A, man.
Oh, man.
Shoot. Was that little hipster chick in there?
I stop. I pause.
Ah, fuck. Alright, I gotta go get people out of rubble. I gotta go get people out. Where did Captain America / Punisher's body get thrown off to in relation to me?
He's not too far.
Can I just say I still have 5 hit points? I'm not actually like.
Yeah, no, he's not.
Right, but you
He hit the
ragdoll
ground.
physics the fuck out of there.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
a little worried
I'm
about
totally
you.
fucked, yeah.
You're proper fucked.
So then there's this moment when Trevor goes just completely pale and freezes and stops. And rather than turn around and run towards the building, he downs the rest of his flask.
And that's his secret, right?
Where's Suit? Where's Suit,
Hipsters.
bro?
Hipsters are his bane. That's his secret.
Where's
Suit
fucker? In relation to
Sometime
all
in his
this?
past, he's blew up a hipster with a tank, and that's why he drinks. Calling it now.
Calling it now. I mean,
Happening again.
God damn it!
All right.
All right, yeah.
So Giles,
It is.
you're
sorry.
gonna Giles. You'll be able to push yourself up. Grunt, what do you want to do?
Any like medic looking fuckers or
there is a medic looking fucker around. Sure. He's got like the name tag.
no
he's an
medic
NPC.
looking fucker. Come with me.
What?
I think someone was in the tank.
And yes, and he will like he'll like get a gurney out, right, and he'll start like running, and he's this wire little dude. He's this small guy, and he's got like glasses that are so thick they could probably pick up cable from outer space, right?
Nerd.
And he's very stuttery and he's running.
Let's go. Keep your shit together. Let's go. I'm actually gonna start I don't know how much rubble is on top of this, but we're digging the tank out if I have to.
Okay. So you're gonna start digging stuff.
I
out.
got a
Go
might
ahead.
3, motherfucker.
Yeah,
so
go ahead and roll me might.
I'm actually pretty fucking strong.
Getting her out of this tank is gonna be an issue. So go ahead and roll it for me.
Yeah. Crap. What is a 3? How many dice? What dice is that? Is that the D6 4 6 8, right? 1d8?
6. Yeah, I think it should be a D8.
I could have had a D8. Okay.
That's even funnier if you played enough D&D to recognize that D8 and
right? Slash 1d20 and 1d8, and they both explode.
Yes, correct.
When she's already there,
a limp.
as she starts doing it, I'll actually show up behind her and I'll start digging as well.
Okay. So as you start digging, Pluto Fairy, you're not gonna get what you want, and there is gonna be a twist. That's what the GM is calling here. So as you're digging this tank,
Could I accidentally hit the paramedic in the face? Fuck yeah.
Crack! No, you're digging, and as you're digging, right? Trevor, you run up and you start digging, and that's where you pull the wrong piece of rubble out, and it all comes collapsing down. All right, this is gonna be an attack versus your evasion. This is an attack versus your evasion scores, so take damage appropriately.
Actually, wait a minute. Oh, never mind. I can't. I had a crit. but that doesn't matter. Never mind. We're gonna just act like this is still happening. That was my fault.
Those are the rules. Like we don't backtrack.
I didn't.
We are human and we.
Because that would ruin it.
Whose
Never mind.
crit is that we're it's pyromancy.
We'll use it somewhere else. Pyromancy. I'm sorry about
the next
that.
roll. Apologies, pyromancy.
Fucked it up.
You did, however, botch, Grant.
Yeah.
No,
botch.
No,
that
I
don't
rolled
hit
that one,
shit.
Yeah. So it starts collapsing and it starts like falling down. And you manage to get the hell out of the way, but this is like the tank is now buried in avalanche crap. And it's gonna take some thinking to get Heidi out of this position while she's unconscious. For the record, Heidi, I want you to roll me 2d4. Yeah, 2d4.
Exploding or no?
Yes. I assume all dice explode. Really? So you'll be unconscious for 10 hours.
Okay.
Giles, since you are conscious at the end of the combat, your HP will just fully restore.
Except for the 35 damage that restores 1 a day.
32.
So you'll come up to maximum allowable, except for the 32 damage to your maximum hit points that restores 1 per day.
What the fuck?
So you currently have the health of a grade schooler.
Bruh. Jeez. Louise.
So he's helping. He's helping. I'm the medic man. I'm the mech person. I must do the emergency assistance, right? And as he's doing this, like the avalanche happens, right? And he ain't got evasion for shit.
Oh, he got
so
stuck.
He's not gonna take any damage, but he's gonna be stuck underneath. Oh god, no. And that's what he sounds like. No. Oh no. Oh, this.
Can we at least get that guy out? Because I got a plan for the tank. It involves a tow truck.
Exceedingly inconvenient. No, help. You
Grant,
get the drink. Help. Inconvenience.
Grant, I'll run off.
That is not helping.
Is there a construction yard nearby?
Roll me. You know what? Let's poll the audience. The audience will be our fate for today. Let's see. We're gonna run a stream interaction, stream poll. Is there a construction site nearby? Yes. Fuck off.
I'm sorry, Pluto. I'm one-upping your idea.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Just steal my shit.
In typical Trevor fashion, this can only end poorly.
Yeah, this is my tank now. I'm gonna get it towed out of here, and I'm up and
so you like paint it black and like like
flames
Slayer on the side, like
flames.
One yes,
There's gotta be
fuck
flames.
off.
Or like paint
I
like
think
the Aussie glasses on the front, right? Like between the barrel, right?
You kidding me? I'm calling it Love Gun.
Oh, it's close. It's close.
Harkening back to the original.
The Scrubs don't
Kiss.
necessarily know what they want right now.
I think people just want to tell me to fuck off in general. Like, I don't think it has anything to do with the poll. I think they just want me to fuck off.
So, can I just, as well, this clearing rubble stuff, is that being treated as like an attack roll?
No.
Damn it.
Are you gonna sing like the fucking Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs song? Like, hi ho,
I was going to
ho?
try and like tactically inspire whoever was clearing rubble. But fuck it.
No, that's not an attack.
Pyromancy, I have a plan. It'll be okay.
It's gonna blow up Washington.
We already fucked Washington, bro.
We really did.
I want you to know the Washington Monument might be my fault. The Supreme Court is so
Right.
the hipster.
It is really starting to lay in here. You guys are voting pretty hard. This is awesome.
Vote harder.
Vote harder, vote faster, vote more.
Ah,
We have the technology.
I want you all
we're
to
up
know
all
that-
night to vote one.
I thought I blew up the Washington Monument also.
Did you?
I think I did with the tank, right? Because I botched on the firing mechanism.
Oh, yeah.
Remember,
I do.
kiddos, a vote of 4 is always the vote that Zangmak is a bad GM. Always. No matter what the poll is, your vote of 4 means that Zangmak is a bad GM.
Wow, what the fuck, man?
It's a default
Well,
setting.
I mean, honestly, you being a bad GM is just so meta. It
There
transcends
is a
polling.
construction site nearby. Yay!
All right, so there is in fact a construction site nearby. Kajer, Trevor, what would you like to do?
I'm stealing a bulldozer.
A surgical bulldozer, just for precision.
A surgical bulldozer.
Everybody started voting for.
Votes over, bitches.
Okay, so Heidi, can you do me your best unconscious impression real quick? I feel like you haven't been acting recently on camera, so we gotta fix this.
She does not fall asleep with her hand on, or with her face.
Yes,
on
she does because
Yes,
she's
she
cool.
does because she's a
Shut
pretty little
up.
princess. Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah. She totally was like, oh, fine.
And when Giles finally gets in there, he's gonna be like, "Oh," and the
Having a
sun will
nap,
shine
are
down
ya?
on her face, and
Having
it
yourself
will
a
be
little
beautiful.
nap about, are ya? No.
I didn't catch what you said, Grant.
I said, having yourself a little nap about, are ya?
Stop that.
Oh, Lord.
All right, so
My dead face is remarkably similar.
Grunt, you're gonna like head over and be like, yo, we got a tow truck, and then like everybody's gonna be like, and somebody will get on the phone and they'll start calling a tow company, right? But in the meanwhile, Trevor seems to have vanished. We don't know where he went. So Trevor, there's a construction site nearby. As a matter of fact, recently a particularly important Washington monument was blown up, and they're repairing it. And as a result, within strange walking distance, because time and space are no longer relevant to this story, you will find a bulldozer. But you need to steal this bulldozer, Trevor.
Yeah.
This is a risky business, the theft of shit that ain't yours, especially visible and important things like, bulldozers.
While drunk.
While drunk. So what I'm gonna need you to do is, what attribute do you think applies to this?
I'm actually gonna use deception because, like, I'm gonna just start hauling ass through the construction yard and be like, "This is a national emergency. Fuck
It's
off!"
an emergency.
This is a national emergency. Fuck off! Fuck off! So I'm gonna give you a deception roll with disadvantage 1 because drunk. So go ahead and roll that for me. National emergency.
That's so good.
Oh.
Apparently they know about the national emergency.
So you're gonna roll an additional. I don't know how disadvantage works with.
It's
roll
kind
an
of like
additional d8, right?
Yeah.
And we'll take
And
the
then I take
lowest
the
of the
lowest.
2d8s because that's how disadvantage works. So you're gonna take 17 plus 2 is 19. That will be enough to get it with a twist. All right. So you jump in, you climb into this bulldozer. National emergency, fuck off! Right, as you're climbing in, right? And you kick in the bulldozer, and then you're like, I got this, yeah! And the keys are right there, and it's suspiciously like driving a car, which is something you should not be doing while drunk. So you start like tearing ass in this fucking bulldozer, like pedal to the metal, not certain what this lever does, not sure what that does, and you're like the bulldozer's thing is like, and you can't see where you're going because now the thing's in your way, right? Like, who designed this thing so that was even fucking possible? And you're tearing down, and there's fucking people
Doesn't matter,
swerving
it's not like
out
I
of the
can
way
hit
of
the
the
monument
roads
again.
and shit, right? Like, and you're just like plowing through. There's just like street lamps being knocked over and destroyed, and there is
Can
like
you be
this
screaming emergency while he does this?
emergency. As you're like just destroying half of DC on your way to this fucking place, right? And there's like a small pile of cars that were too stupid to move out of the way before you got there, like in front of you, is just like pushing them with this fucking bulldozer, right? And you can't see this shit because you're leaning out of the side of this thing like national emergency, move, right? Because you got this fucking bulldozer thing, like the plow is in front of the
I'm
windshield.
literally just holding down the horn.
Emergency! And So among the things that will be caught up in the fucking way of this bulldozer will be the tow truck that is coming in just then. As,
Oh god damn it!
and so the tow truck is like driving in, right? Because you call for a tow truck, right? And the tow truck is like, "Hey, somebody needed to tow." And like he dives out of the way, right? And he's like, he's fine, right? And in comes Trevor going, "Emergency, beep, beep, beep," as this bulldozer is just gonna come and fucking like just plow right through what remains of Congress, of the fucking Supreme Court.
Even a horn, he's literally going beep, beep, beep,
beep, beep, beep, beep, and he's just fucking hauling ass. And like, and so like, what? There is nothing left. Like the rubble to begin with was tragic, but Trevor, you are making a bad situation worse here. But you will manage to fucking knock the fucking tank and everything else out from under the rubble, and then get the bulldozer stuck in the rubble. But we don't care about that. So you'll be able to hop down, right? Like.
Where's my whiskey?
And on that note, it's top of the hour, right? So we will be right back after these messages.
I'll be right back.
I can't even with this game right now, guys.